Hello, this is Mr. Buss, and I'm going to walk through the Dihybrid quiz questions. I had a couple of students that were wondering about how to solve these, and of course I can't explain in class because we're not in class, so thought I'd just make a video for anyone that wants to watch this. So question one that I've got here is a type of cross that we'll call a dihybrid cross. So a dihybrid cross, remember that means that they're both heterozygous. The plants are going to have round seeds, and they're both tall. So tall means that they have a capital T and a lowercase t because they're hybrid. And round would be capital R and lowercase r. Again, hybrid or heterozygous. So dihybrid cross of big T, big R, little r times the same thing. Big T, big R, little r. So we have to do this cross and determine what the offspring ratios are going to be. Okay, so remember the FOIL method. In order to figure out what the gamete combinations are going to be, we might have big T, big R. We might have big T, little r. We might have little t, big R. And we might have little t, little r. And of course, since these are both the same, we're going to have the same gamete possibilities. So fill out the other side as well. And I'll bring the letters down and across. Oops. Okay, so there's the dihybrid cross. I know that takes a little while to fill out. So how many of these are tall and round, which are the dominant phenotypes? How many are tall and wrinkled seed? How many are short and round seed? And how many are short and wrinkled seed, which is the recessive phenotypes? Okay, so tall and round would be any that have at least one capital T and one capital R. Dihybrid cross, that should be 9, and it isn't. Where did I mess up? Oh, that is 9. My bad. Okay, 9. 16ths will be tall and round. Tall and wrinkled would be at least one capital T and both lowercase r's. And that would be 3/16. Short and round would be both lowercase t's and one capital R. 3/16. And short and wrinkled would be lowercase for both. Okay. The next question, and I think I'm just going to set up the Punnett squares for these. I don't think I'm going to actually go ahead and solve every single one of them. It'll just take a long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear this out a little bit. Go ahead and fast forward while I'm doing this, of course. I'm not going to edit this video since I don't think it'll get a ton of views. All right. So for number 2, oops, I think that's right here actually, I remember. That's what I did. There, question number 2. Okay, for number 2, excuse me, pea plants with the genotype capital T, capital R are crossed. So we have a pure breeding dominant genotype and a hybrid. So for this first one here, what are the possible genotype alleles? No, sorry. What are the possible gametes? Well, we might get big T, big R, big T, big R, big T, big R. You know, it's all going to be just that one possibility. So here for our cross, I'm just going to put that on there once. I mean, you could fill it. I guess we do all of them. You could fill it out all the way down the column here. And then for the next one, of course, this is our hybrid, so it's going to be that, 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 or that. So those allele combinations that we just went over. Right, so something like that. And then go ahead and, I'm not going to bring these down and across for all of them. I'll just fill out one row because they're all going to be the same. Each row will be the same. So as you look at these, of course, those will fill out, those will be the same for all of them. This is tall and round. 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 You know, even though they're not all the same genotype, they all have the same phenotype. So tall and round happens to be 16 out of 16 of those squares are all going to be tall and round, 100%. Okay, question 3. Go ahead and clear this up a little bit. Okay, question 3. Pea plants with the genotype big T, little r, little r. So we might have a big T, little r, big T, little r, little t, little r, or little t, little r. So those are my possible gametes for that plant. And this one might be little t, big R, little t, little r, little t, big R, little t, little r. So we're going to get 2 of those and 2 of those. Okay, so go ahead and fill these out. Oops. And then those will be the same. And then here. And then those will be the same. Okay, so how many are tall and round? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them. How many are tall and wrinkled? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are short and round? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many are short and wrinkled? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that was question number 3. And finally, question number 4 here. Clear out the space again. Okay. Question 4, pea plants with the genotype here. So we might get big T, big R, big T, big R, or little t, big R, little t, big R. Times big T, big R, big T, little r, little t, big R, little t, little r. Okay, so go ahead and bring the letters down and across. And these will be the same. And then these will be the same here. Okay, so how many tall and round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so 12 of them out of 16 are tall and round. How many are tall and wrinkled? None. How many are short and round? 1, 2, 3, 4. So short and round, these would be just 0, zeros. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful.